Student and is wanting to share a few words about his experiences with our seniors. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Sean Lynch.
Tall people problems. First of all, I'd like to thank Mrs. Jeannie Slichta and Mr. Brent Rosenberger for welcoming me back to Marguerite Flood after 3 years. I'm humbled and honored to be back giving the commencement speech for the class of 2019. I was sent to Marguerite Flood on November of 2015 after having a difficult time at my home district, Washingtonville. I suffered from anxiety, and when I was at Flood, suffered from numerous other social disorders that prevented me from being the person I always wanted to be. It's pretty funny to look back on now, but at the time, I absolutely hated it here. Hated it here. One more time for reiteration, I hated it here. I spent lunches upstairs and group time in the alternative room. Not many smiles crept upon my face when I was here. My days here were amongst the most difficult in my life, and it made me a stronger person. Looking back on it, I wouldn't trade coming to Marguerite Flood for anything in the world. When I was here at Flood, I'd always write sports stories. Writing was really one of the only things that kept my mind in a safe and stable place. After being a student here for 14 months, I went back to Washington High in January of 2016 to finish up my high school career. Since leaving Flood 3.5 years ago, I've written 432 sports stories for 2 newspapers, 2 websites, and 1 magazine. This past January, I had the honor of going to CNN headquarters in London, England for an internship in the news department. Not to say anything too politically involved here, but that's not fake news. Next year, I'll be attending a 2-year school with the plan on getting my degree in mass media communications and starting my official career as a sports journalist. I have been blessed with amazing and life-changing journalism experiences, and none of them would have been possible without 2 things: the support of my parents and time here at Marguerite Flood. As much as I painted my brief life story with awesome achievements and moments of jubilee, I've made hundreds, if not thousands, of mistakes since then. As technology has improved, it created this underlying level of perfection within each of us. As each of you move on to the next stages of your life, here is the best piece of advice I can give. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Make hundreds of them if you need to, because mistakes are proof that you are trying. Learn from every mistake and don't let it define you. Everything you see and use on a daily basis may be perfect, but you are not. Wherever life takes you, always be able to learn, listen, and love the life you live. And congratulations to you all, the graduating class of 2019 from Marguerite Flood High School.
First, thank you very much, Sean, for not only an inspirational message to our seniors, but also one that I think every one of us here can take something from and learn from. And I will reiterate one more time, we all realize when Sean was here, he hated it. At this time, before we present the diplomas, there are several students we want to recognize for some special achievements.